What's up, you guys? I'm not amazing, I'm just mediocre. Welcome back to the channel and this Apex Legends video. And no, your eyes do not deceive you, my friends. That is third-person mode in Apex Legends. This is an Easter egg you can unlock inside the firing range discovered by Twitter user Rhine_YK. You can find a link in the description below. And it is activated in a very similar fashion to the Easter egg found just a couple days ago that you were also witnessing, that turns your regular training dummies into bots who have weapons and shoot at you. You can have both of these active at the same time, and let me go ahead and show you guys how you activate the third person mode. First thing you're going to have to do is load up into the firing range. Let's go check it out. So once you've loaded your game up into the firing range, go ahead and run all the way to the back end of the shooting gallery here. All the way up underneath these three banners, off just to the right side, and you will be looking for this little bush. Make sure to drop your weapons. Go over to this little bush right here in the corner. You want to crouch down and look straight down on the ground and change legends just like the other Easter egg, and all of a sudden you are now in third person mode. And this is, number one, it's just very interesting. It's a lot of fun to play as. It's very well developed. Things like aiming down sights are perfectly functional. When you hold down your trigger, you do zoom in, and on multiple zoom scopes like the 1 to 2 times, you will even get that little bit of extra zoom. For example, on this wingman, you can see me kind of scope in and out just a little bit to get my shots dialed in on these guys. And then you're going to see me here in just a moment. I have a Spitfire and I put a 2 to 4 scope on this one. You can see the enhanced view on that one. And then when you have a sniper rifle and you have a sniper optic on that, you will actually be able to aim down the scope on that one. You won't be third person kind of just zooming in. You will actually aim down scopes when you have a sniper rifle in hand. So it's very interesting how they do have all that actually programmed in there already, as if this is a pre-made mode. Another thing you can do while you're in this third person mode is take a look at all of the different legends in the third person, how they actually look when you are moving around, because each of these different legends has a different set of animations. Like, Wraith is really well known for her janky animation set that's hard to hit, whereas your big boys like Gibraltar and Caustic are well known for being hard to hit, so discovering which angles will be the best to dodge bullets from is going to be super important and awesome to find out in this third person mode. Outside of that, there's not a ton of usefulness to it, and why it's there doesn't really make sense. Like, okay, turning the training dummies into bots makes total sense. To have live action training targets that will move around, shoot at you, so that even if you don't have friends, you can have something to kind of warm up against, some basic bots to warm up against. But this third person mode doesn't really make sense. Was this part of some scraps mode that we will never see? Is there going to be an actual third person mode in the future that we will eventually see? It's hard to say. It doesn't really feel like this would work in Apex Legends. It almost feels like it's cheating too, the way you can see around corners and stuff. This isn't PUBG. We're not here for that kind of game. I don't want to see around corners like that. Something I did discover though is that you can't really turn this off. The only way you can turn this third person mode off is if you go ahead and you die. You go ahead and you kill yourself, blow yourself up or something like that, or you get shot by one of the bots, or if you're 1v1 your friends here in the firing range, if you get killed during the 1v1, you will reset back into first person. You can always go back and turn back into third person, no problem. but it's kind of annoying to have to go and kill yourself if you want to get out of this third person area. Something I did discover though is that the bots do activate as a switch. So we talked a couple videos ago about the firing range and how the Easter egg where you can turn that on. You can go up there to that exact same spot and it activates as like a switch. So you can see in this video that I have playing in the background that I'm going to run up here, turn the bots on, run back down. That's right, there's the bots. You've seen them, they're shooting, they're live. I run back up there, I go back and I do the exact same Easter egg that I did before, and it turns the bots off. So that's interesting because previously we didn't know how to do that. You were just kind of stuck with the bots on and they'd respawn all the time. But now we know how to turn the bots off, and it's kind of helpful when you actually are done with people shooting at you and maybe you just want to play around with your buddies in the firing range without having to load back into the lobby. So that's it for this video, guys. Kind of a short one, but more Easter eggs to be found. It also kind of makes you wonder, what other spots are there? Are there more Easter eggs here on the firing range that we don't know about? I would love to share them with you when we find them out. Please like this video. I would love for you to consider subscribing to the channel if you want to stay up to date on Apex Legends news and content. In the meantime, my name is Mediocre, and I'm out.